guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so excited for today's video. Today we're going to be doing a in-depth fall bookish reset and I'm so ready. I'm so excited. September was such a long and incredibly short month at the same time. Obviously, I was doing so much to get ready for the launch of the book club, which if you guys missed it, the Bookaholics Anonymous book club is now live over on Patreon. So if you missed that, the link to join the book club is always going to be in my bio from now on. We are having so much fun over there already. I can't believe that it's actually finally live and a thing after working on it for so long, but make sure to check that out if you haven't already. But because I was prepping for all that, September was just such a busy month and I feel like I truly need like a good reset. And on top of that, I'm ready to decorate for fall, and specifically I would like to decorate the bookshelves. So I did actually already order some decorations for the bookshelves, which I'm so excited about. But before I can put the actual decorations on the shelves, I do need to do a really good and thorough cleaning of my bookshelves. They are incredibly dusty, so I think I'm literally going to take every single book off of the shelves one by one, wipe down all the shelves, wipe down all the books, take a look at them and make sure they're doing okay because they are, you know, my children and I need to take care of them. But yeah, I need to do like an in-depth bookshelf cleaning and just like tidy up. Then we will be decorating the bookshelves. I also would like to work on my reading journal. I need to finish out my September spread now that the month is over and start up my October spread, which I'm really excited because I found some really cute inspiration for like the title pages and how I want to lay everything out for September and October. So I think that those are going to be really, really cute. I also got some cute fall little cookies, like the Pillsbury cookies that literally everyone buys. You have to get those ones and the Christmas ones every single fall. It's like mandatory. So I did get those. I'm gonna bake some cookies. It's just gonna feel so nice. Like the house is gonna smell like cookies. I'm going to be cleaning everything, putting up some fall decorations. I just feel like it's going to fully put me in the fall spirit and I'm so ready for it. It's so funny because I don't really own a ton of fall decorations because I really was not a fall girly until probably like 3 years ago, honestly. So I've never really bought a lot of fall decorations. So even just having fall stuff to put on my bookshelves is like a very big deal because I've never done that before and I'm so excited. But yeah, so things on the agenda, like I said, clean and organize the bookshelves, decorate the bookshelves for fall, make some cozy, cute fall cookies and snacks. I do need to deep clean the house. But yeah, just lots of reset things, very cozy fall vibes. So while I'm doing everything today, I want to listen to an audiobook. I am in such a big mood for a mystery thriller. I haven't read one in the longest time, and fall and winter are my favorite times to read mystery thrillers. So I have both The Guest List and The Return of Ellie Black on my phone. I think I want to start out with The Guest List by Lucy Foley because that's been on my physical TBR for a little bit longer, and I feel like because I've taken such a long break from mystery thrillers, it's a good thing to start back up with a theme that I know I really like, which is snowy, wintry mystery thrillers and mystery thrillers where they're all kind of like trapped at a location, because I'm pretty sure The Guest List, it happens like at a wedding venue and there's like an insane snowstorm that comes in and then they're all like trapped at the wedding venue like in the middle of the wedding and people start getting offed one by one and they're like trying to figure out who it is, I'm pretty sure. So for some reason I really like that setting, or that, I guess, what is that called, that trope in mystery thrillers where it's like you're trapped in a location. I think maybe because it makes it feel a little bit more high stakes because I'm like, you literally can't go anywhere, like you are trapped. So I think I'm gonna start with that one, and if we end up getting through that one somehow, because mystery thrillers do go by really fast, especially in audio form. I think I also really like listening to mystery thrillers as well because I really enjoy watching documentaries, like true crime documentaries. So when I'm listening to a mystery thriller, I feel like it gives me the same vibes as like watching a true crime documentary, which those are just so extremely bingeable. It's my favorite way to take in mystery thrillers is through audiobooks. So I'm very happy, very excited. I'm going to get that started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is listen to that audiobook, get the cookies in the oven, and do a reset of the whole house, and also go pick up my fall decorations for the bookshelf because I ordered them for pickup through Michael's. Little hint as to what they may be. Can you guess what I got from Michael's? Probably not, but take a little guess and you'll see in a little bit. So I'm going to do that, go pick up the decorations, and then I will come back here to show you guys the decorations once the house is fully set, the cookies are made, and I have picked up my little pickup order. I'm so excited to see them in person and to see them on the shelves and to show you guys. So let's get started on a very cozy fall reset. Okay, hello you guys. It is the next day. I had the coziest night last night. So obviously I got the house picked up, did a little bit of a quick kind of deep clean, but everything just kind of needed to be tidied up a bit. And then I ended the night by making some little Halloween cookies and doing some reading in bed. As far as the audiobooks that I was listening to, I ended up pausing the guest list. I made it to, I think, chapter 6, and I was really enjoying the story. However, there's like a different narrator for every single character, and I think up until chapter 6, like every chapter had kind of followed a different person's POV, which I really like that whenever you're getting the story through bits and pieces of a big cast of characters and not just following one linear story, because you're kind of like getting the information in a little bit of a roundabout way. But every single character had a different accent, and it was getting really hard for me to like follow the details listening to the audiobook at the speed that I like to listen to, so that I like don't get bored with it, because sometimes if it's too slow, I literally like cannot follow. It's like my ADHD brain just, I cannot do it. So that plus the accents plus trying to clean, I felt like I was like missing key bits of information, and that feels like the type of story, because it's like a murder mystery type of thing, so you're trying to like uncover a secret or figure out the mystery through all of the different drops of information that you're getting from all the different characters, and I just felt like I was not able to follow it well enough through solely listening to the audiobook. So I think that I'm only going to immersive read that one, because I need to be able to read along with the audiobook with, like I said, just the different accents that the characters have going and the speed that I like to listen to it at. So we have put a pause on that for now, but after pausing that, I went straight into The Return of Ellie Black, I think is what it's called. Yes, okay, this is a book of the month book. That's why there's no dust jacket on it, because all of my book of the month books, I took the dust jackets off because I like the way that it looks on the shelf. I ended up picking up The Return of Ellie Black on audio. It is so good so far. Like, I literally made it to chapter 15, which keep the little book club bookmarks. This is my first time using it in a book because I just got them in the mail, and it looks so cute. If you missed the announcement for the first 2 months of book club, if you join the Lost Cause tier, you get a 3-pack of custom designed bookmarks that I worked with an artist to create. So it's so cool to get to use them in a book for the first time. It's so cute and I'm obsessed. But anyway, I made it to chapter 15 and this is just so good. I was like in the story instantly, and I think that one of the most intriguing things about this book, because this is kind of similar to the guest list in the way that you're getting told the story through multiple perspectives. You have the parents of Ellie Black, who's the girl that went missing, so the mom and the dad, there's like chapters in their perspectives, and then there's also chapters in the perspective of the detective who's trying to kind of solve the kidnapping case. But what I think is super interesting as well is we get chapters from Ellie Black's perspective as well, so she'll kind of like go back in time and be like, the police can't figure out the timeline for this, so let me just tell you all of the events that happened that night. At 9 I went here, at 10 I went here, at 10 I went here, and there's just like, I don't know, I just think it's so interesting. And like how yesterday I was talking about how I really like true crime documentaries, and one reason I love listening to mystery thrillers is because it literally feels like watching a true crime documentary, and this is literally a perfect example because it is a true crime, and the way that it's being told through like the then and now perspective, and we kind of get bits and pieces of Ellie Black telling us the story of her kidnapping and where she went and things slowly getting uncovered, but then as soon as you get a little bit of information, then we jump back to the future and we're trying to figure this out. Like, it's just so interesting, honestly, and I'm really excited to get farther into this and see kind of how everything plays out, and also how different things end up connecting to each other, because so far there have been multiple little things that have been brought up by different characters across different timelines, I guess, and I know that they're all going to be connected, but I am the worst at figuring things out and guessing plots. I was literally joking with someone in the Patreon because they were saying that they love mystery thrillers because they like feel like a detective and they're really good at figuring out the plots, and I was like, I feel the same way. Like, I feel like a little detective trying to figure out the solution, but the only thing is I would be like your detective partner who has no idea what's going on the entire time but is just trying. So I thought that that was so funny, but I'm having a really good time. This is a very fast-paced and very entertaining like true crime mystery thriller, and I'm really excited to see like what the twist is at the end and like what happened basically. In this book we are following Ellie Black, who was kidnapped and went missing for over 2 years and then suddenly reappears in the forest, and they're trying to figure out like who took her, where has she been for the last last 2 years because obviously she's traumatized whenever she reemerges, so she can't really remember a lot of details or gets really traumatized when she starts talking about it, so it's really hard to get information from her, rightfully so, because what she went through is insane. But yeah, very, very excited to get farther in this today. I've literally been looking forward to picking up the audiobook to this all day long, so that's a little bit of an audiobook update. I did pause the guest list. I was having a good time. I need to immersive read that one because I don't want to miss out on the details, because especially in mystery thrillers, I feel like the little details are what add up to a great story, because you remember like, oh my god, like that's how this is coming back into play, and I didn't even notice that this character said this or did this or looked this certain way when the other character said this. Like I feel like there's a lot of very little details that make up the whole like plot twist and story, if that makes sense. So hopefully I'll have some time to pick the guest list back up and do an immersive read with that one as well. But for now, I'm really, really enjoying The Return of Ellie Black. So I'm going to continue listening to that today. My plans for today are to clean and tidy up the bookshelves and finally decorate for fall. I did end up going to Michael's to pick up some decorations. That's what this huge bag is. So I want to show you guys what I got from Michael's real quick. It's like nothing crazy, honestly. I did look through like the Michael's little Halloween decor section, and there was a few like kind of cute little simple trinkety decor items, but I don't know, I just feel like I've gotten more picky, especially with like holiday decor, and I only want to buy pieces that I'm like genuinely obsessed with, where I feel like months would pass and I would still be thinking about the item and like use it year after year, if that makes sense. So I didn't really find anything I was like super obsessed with, so I just decided not to get any other trinkets. Plus, like I was saying, like I just feel like I already have so many like little Nyotas and Hironos and like the Legos on my shelf, so I don't want it to start looking more cluttery and less so like decorated and curated, if that makes sense. So what I did end up getting was a ton of these fall leaves. So these ones are super, super nice because first of all, it's like garland, like a literal strip of leaves, and they're on this like, chain link. So I feel like it'll make it super easy to hang because it's literally just like a link. And these are originally like almost $20, I think it was, and I got them for $5 because they were on sale. So I got 5 of them because that's just such a good deal. And I feel like these will make the room look so cozy and very much fall without kind of overwhelming the trinkets that are already on the shelves. I have seen a couple of people put these leaves on their shelves and I think it's so cute, specifically Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. I was watching one of her fall vlogs from last year, I think, and she had some leaves similar to this up on her bookshelves, and I was like, yeah, that's so cozy. I think I'm gonna have to absolutely do that too. So I'm so excited. I got 5 rows of these. I don't know if I afterwards will want to put up some like kind of amber colored lights maybe on the shelves. I just want to get these up and see how it feels before adding anything else, because I don't want it to be too much. That's like my biggest thing, is it needs to be just enough, because the line between like just enough and way too much is so thin, you know? So I'm just gonna start with the leaves and see how it looks. So I plan on using these little command hooks. They're like clear. There are smaller ones that I think you can use, but because I have kids and they tend to like to pull on things, I wanted to get the like kind of stronger, bigger ones just in case to give my leaves the best chance of surviving it through the fall. So I'm just going to kind of stick these onto the top of the shelves and pray it stays. So these are the leaves that I'm going to be putting on the shelves. That's literally all I got for decoration for the shelves, but I think because these are so colorful and will like go down the whole strip of the shelf, it will make a big impact even though it's like just leaves. So I'm really, really excited to see what those look like. As far as like fall decor, literally the only other things I have is I have this little like witchy pillow that I got from TJ Maxx a couple of weeks ago. I'm so sad because when I was at TJ Maxx, they had this pillow and also a little white ghost, and it was holding a pink book that said ghost stories. And I think this was literally in the end of August that I saw it, and I decided not to get it because I was like, if I keep thinking about it, I'll go back and get it. And since I have gone back, I have not seen that pillow again anywhere, and I looked it up and people are reselling it for so much. I'm like, I literally saw it before the fall season had even started. Like I should have just got it because it's so cute. The ghost was literally like, and then it was like a pink book and it said ghost stories. It just was so cute and it looked so cute with this pillow. So if I can find that again, I might end up getting that because I just think it's so cute. But I really like this pillow anyway. I have this style of like a heart pillow with ruffles for Valentine's Day. I have like a pink one, a red one, and then like a pink one with flowers all over it, and I love to put those on the bed during Valentine's Day. So I thought it was cute to have a little heart version for the fall as well, like spooky season. So I have this little pillow, and then I do have this black and white blanket which I use year round obviously, but I felt like like it kind of goes cute with the pillow to use as like a throw blanket on my bed. So I'm going to put these on here. I'll have leaves up. Like this is so cute and spooky in fall. So I'm so excited. I've never decorated like my room for fall before, really. And last fall I didn't have bookshelves. So this is my first time decorating the shelves for fall and I'm so excited. So I have those. And then the last thing that I bought was again, at Michael's, I got some more markers. If you've watched any of the videos where I do my reading journal, I've talked so many times about how I need more of these markers. These are the Tombow water-based markers, and these are my absolute favorite markers for journaling because they don't bleed through. The color is really, really beautiful, and it's very easy to like blend the colors nice enough for what I need at least. And they're kind of expensive, but I was able to get 30% off at Michael's, so I got a really good deal on these. And I'm just so excited to have more colors. So I got this pack. Okay, sorry if my camera just moved because Bentley went running by because the garbage man was coming by. But anyway, I got this pack. It comes with a black, first of all, because I've needed a black for the longest time. I'm so excited to have a black that will not bleed through. A couple of different shades of purple, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be perfect for like my fall spooky season spreads to do like really cute purple clouds or something like that. It also came with a few like pink and peachy toned colors. And then lastly came with this kind of like teal blue, I guess, and then a couple of different shades of green, which I'm really excited about because right now I just have like the primary colors because my friend Anna gave them to me when she was about to move across the country. And I had never tried this brand before, but she told me that they were really good, and I literally have not gone back ever since because these are just like the best markers I have ever tried. They are 100% worth the price in my opinion because I have spent a lot on markers before and tried them and immediately been like, this is not worth the price. These suck so bad. This is genuinely like the first time that I've tried an expensive marker and like used it and thought these are nice. Like you can feel the quality, and I 1,000 times, I mean, I just bought more. I would 1,000 times buy more again. So anyway, these are the colors that that pack came with. And then I did end up getting a few individual colors as well that weren't available in a pack. So I got a little gray. I just figured I would end up using gray at some point because of spooky season and the spreads I'm going to be creating. I got a couple, oh, I just took the lid off. A couple more shades of pink because you can never have enough pink, and that's one color I'm always wishing I had whenever I'm doing my reading journal. And then I got a couple more shades of this like really deep mustardy yellow and also an orange as well because again, fall season. I was trying to think of the spreads I will be doing coming up soon and get kind of colors geared towards that. Another lid came off. What am I doing? I'm not clicking these all the way shut. There we go. Anyway, I do think eventually once I'm ready to drop like $200, I'll buy the big pack of like literally every single color they make. They sell like on Amazon a pack. I think it's like over 100 markers or something like that. And it's literally like every single color that they offer in one pack. I do think that I would honestly eventually invest in that just because again, these markers are so good. Like if the quality was not there, there's no way I could ever even consider in the future like purchasing the bulk pack of the markers. But these are just so good that's one thing I feel like is such a good investment for, especially if you enjoy coloring or journaling as much as I do. I feel like investing in really good art supplies makes such a difference in like the experience of enjoying that hobby. So for now, these are the little colors that I got because I'm not ready to spend a couple $100 on markers. I instead spent 30 on these. So very, very excited to do my reading journal a little bit later tonight. That's the other thing on the agenda today. I want to revamp the shelves, get everything decorated, and end the day with some cozy coloring and audiobook time. Literally one of my favorite things to do besides reading, except I am still reading because audiobooks. So it's just like combining two of my favorite things. So anyway, now that I have shown you everything that I got and kind of laid out the plans for today, let's go ahead and dust off the shelves, tidy everything up, and get our fall decorations on the shelf. I'm genuinely so excited. It's been so hard to wait to do this. I'm honestly tempted to clip them onto the shelves before dusting and reorganizing, but I know that that's going to come back to bite me in the butt if I do it that way because it'll be so much harder to move everything with the leaves in the way. So I'm gonna have to rein it in, do the important stuff first, and then the fun decorating second. So let's get started. We're gonna listen to The Return of Ellie Black while we fix up the bookshelves for fall. I officially have finished the shelves. It feels so good to have every single shelf wiped completely down and all of the books completely dusted. The last few times I've done like a bookshelf reset, I've kind of skimped out on taking every single book off and like fully dusting off the books themselves and the shelves. So it does feel really, really good to have those like completely in-depth cleaned out. And also the decorations on the shelves are making me so happy. It feels so cozy in here and definitely a lot more like fall, which is like such a fun thing to experience as someone who is growing to love fall more and more every single year. Just getting to like experience a little bit more of it every single year has been so much fun, and fall has just become such a cozy season for me. I really have loved it so much. So I'm so excited to have some decorations. I definitely think that I'm gonna go back to Michael's and get some of the little string lights to put on like the top of the shelves. You can't see it right now, but I'm thinking it'd be really cozy just to go right across the top of them at least, especially at night while I'm like reading or watching movies or playing on my Switch. I just think that that would be so cozy. I'm such a big mood lighting person. Obviously in all my videos I have like my different colored lighting and stuff like that. I love low lighting and cozy mood lighting and things like that. So I definitely think I'm gonna go back, especially while they're on sale, because they were like 60% off. So I need to go back and get those. But anyway, I am ready to sit and work on my reading journal. Before we get into this though, I do want to do a really quick audiobook update because I did finish The Return of Ellie Black. Actually, I have it right here now. I found the dust jacket while I was redoing the shelves because I ended up putting some of the book of the month books on a different shelf. I like moved them around a little bit, but finally found it. This book, my final rating is 3.25 stars. It was really fast paced and engaging and entertaining. From the start of the book to like the 75-80% mark, it was just really engaging. The plot was really good. I really liked the pacing of it, and like I said, the way that the story was told through the different perspectives, and you're kind of getting the then and now from Ellie herself and wondering like, how did you escape, or were you let go, or is there a bigger scheme we don't know about yet, or something like that. And that whole thing was so intriguing. The only thing is the last like 20% of the book, I feel like the plot really slowed down and we lost a lot of that momentum that we had built up throughout the first 80% of the book of, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? And I didn't feel like the twist at the end was as big of a twist as I was expecting, especially from all the buildup from the whole like first 70 or 80% of the book, you know what I'm saying? So I did feel a little bit underwhelmed, but also I did like the way that it ended. I feel like everything did come together and come to a nice ending. It definitely wasn't like the craziest plot twist or anything like that in my opinion, but it was still really good. I feel like if you're looking for a really engaging and fast-paced mystery thriller, especially going into fall and spooky season, I definitely would recommend this. I feel like, especially in audiobook form, again, because it's that like true crime-esque type story, I feel like it genuinely felt like watching a true crime documentary. I just love listening to mystery thrillers, so would definitely recommend. It's not the craziest or my favorite mystery thriller per se, but it was very entertaining, very easy to get into, very fast-paced as well, and the characters were very rootable. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's kind of my little review on The Return of Ellie Black. Okay, Winston has left us. If you're wondering where he went to go eat dinner with Marky in the kitchen, so that's why he just disappeared. It's so funny. Sometimes I'm editing the videos and I'll like pause talking between clips while the dogs like readjust themselves because they're just always moving around, and sometimes they'll move like in the middle of a sentence and I don't notice, so they'll be like in the background of a clip and then just like disappear, and I think it's so funny whenever I'm editing to see them like pop in and out of frame. But anyway, that's where he went. I'm thinking while I work on the reading journal, I'm going to finish listening to The Spell Shop because I actually started this. I recorded a Patreon exclusive vlog like getting caught up on my reading journal because I didn't work on it literally through the spring and the summer because I was just like in a depression / slump and I just fell completely behind on it. So I recorded a Patreon vlog doing that, and in that vlog I started this book, and I made it like probably halfway through and I'm having the best time. This is such a cute and cozy story so far, and I've really been wanting to finish it ever since I finished working on my journal for that video and paused the audiobook. So I'm very excited to get back into this. I honestly will probably finish it because I think I only have like 3 hours left in the audiobook, or maybe it's like 2.5 hours or 2 hours. I don't really know, but I'm very excited to get back into this world. If you don't know what this is about, this is a cozy adult fantasy. In this book we follow a librarian librarian who has to flee her magical village because there's like some type of war going on, and she flees that village, goes across the sea, and returns to her home island where she hasn't been since she was a child. And in this world, magic has recently become, I guess, like outlawed. Like, you'll be arrested basically if you, so yes, it's outlawed. I don't know why I'm like conflicted on it. When she arrives to the island, she's like, okay, I need to find a way to make money. And she remembers that she has these old spell books that she brought from the library with her, and she starts making remedies, which is like magic disguised as natural cures to things, like healing people's trees or making fruit grow. And one thing that she notices is that people need jam. They need lots and lots of jam, so she makes this magical garden and starts selling jam. And she has like a sentient spider plant who has accompanied her from her library to this new village, and they're like besties, and I actually just love them so much together. And at this island she meets a man, a local, and apparently they knew each other in their childhood, but she doesn't really remember because I think she has like repressed memories about it, honestly, because I think her leaving the island was kind of tragic when she was a kid. So anyway, they're reconnecting now that she's back, and it's just the cutest little thing ever. This book feels like a warm hug. I remember whenever I got this book, I was a little bit worried that people were like overhyping it and it wouldn't be as good as people were talking about it like it was, but this is just so cute. It's so good so far. I cannot wait to continue listening to it. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be listening to while I work on my reading journal. For my reading journal today, I want to make my September title page because I never did that, and also my October title page. I feel like those are my main concerns because those take up the most time, and then if I have the time/energy, I will also go ahead and print out the book covers and get those all glued in. But now that I think about it, actually, I ran out of glue sticks and I only have like the squirty glue, and that's really annoying to use in the reading journal because it's just so messy and sticky. So I might actually wait to do those and place a pickup order tomorrow and then glue those in at a different time whenever I have like an actual glue stick, because it's just so much easier with a glue stick. So for right now, we are going to make some cute little fall themed title pages for the reading journal. I'm so excited. I have all of the markers organized in my little bag. I'm so excited to have a larger selection of colors to choose from, because before, like right now, I have a lot of options now, but before I just had like the main primary colors, and sometimes those are just like too harsh for the vibes, you know, like sometimes I need like a light orange or like a pink or a light green, and not like bold green and bold blue and all these things. So I'm very excited to have all the different shades, lots of different colors to choose from. I feel like I'll be able to be a little bit more creative in my spreads as well. So I am going to put on the audiobook, go on Pinterest for some inspiration for the reading journal spreads, and get to coloring. Okay, I have officially finished the reading journal. I love the way that the spreads came out. My September spread is a lot more simple than my October spread was, but I really liked this. I literally saw this like inspo in January and I was like, I need to do this in the fall because it feels very like whimsical, magical, almost like witchy for some reason. I think because the pinks and the purples together, but I think it came out so cute and I had to kind of cover up because I had written this in some alcohol-based markers and it bled through the page, so I think it actually covered that up really well too, which I'm really happy about because I was kind of worried about not being able to do this design because of that bleed through, but I think it came out so cute. And then obviously for my October spread, I decided to do a little spooky scene. I think this came out so cute. I heavily, again, relied on the inspo that I found on Pinterest, but I made it quite a bit different because the inspo picture was mostly just gray. I also added the tombstones for October because I felt like that would be really cute, but I'm really happy with how this came out. I think that this is probably like the most creative spread that I've done so far, and I had so much fun doing this that I'm actually like really inspired to go back through and make more of the spreads that I missed because I'm still not fully caught up on my reading journal, so I need to go back and do a bunch of the title pages from my like spring and summer spreads. I think I'm gonna do that video on Patreon, so if you're interested in seeing that, join the book club. But yeah, I love how this came out. I feel very satisfied in my little arts and crafts moment for today. So now that that is done, I made it to chapter 30 in the spell shop and I'm just having such a good time in this world. I really want to just lay down and finish this book. I want to turn the lights down and just end the night with some cozy fall reading, especially just like soaking in the new fall decor. I changed some of my lights to be like more orangey. I have like an orange and a purple one, which I feel like is definitely giving spooky season. I don't know if they'll stay like that because I usually have them on like pink and purple and I just love pink obviously, but especially for like the first few days that I have my fall decorations up, I think it'll be really fun to have the lights on orange and purple. But yeah, I just want to lay down, finish this book, and then I'll let you guys know my final reading and my final thoughts on the spell shop. I have officially finished the spell shop. This was so cute. I think my final rating for this is going to be 4 stars. It just felt like a cozy warm hug from start to finish. I genuinely feel like this had like the perfect amount of like actual plot. Like I don't even want to say high stakes because it wasn't high stakes, like it's a cozy fantasy, but I think it had the perfect amount of like, maybe the word is conflict. Like it had the perfect amount of conflict in the plot to keep you engaged in the plot, but then also just like the world itself, you just want to stay. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like technically not very much happened from start to finish, but I had the best time and like I was not bored for a second in this book. It was just the cutest, coziest little vibe. I mean, we have a magic bakery, winged cats, sentient plants, a hot local man who is overly nice to our super untrusting FMC. It just is, it's a vibe. Like, I don't know. It was so cozy. I really want more books that feel like this. Honestly, finishing this now, I am so excited that I have the next book on my shelf already because at the end of this book, the FMC of the next book is mentioned, and I'm not even kidding, from like the 3 lines that were said about that character, I literally like started getting emotional. Like I'm so excited to read the next book and get to follow that character because it's tragic. Like her story is so tragic and I'm so excited to kind of see what goes on with her and her story, I guess. But yeah, this is so cozy. I cannot believe how much I am like feel a little bit attached to the two sentient plants in this book. Like, they're literally just plants, but I'm like, I love them. They're so cute and so sweet. I don't know, it just felt so wholesome, honestly. It just felt like watching a cozy fall wholesome little movie, I guess. It just was so cute, so cozy. I highly recommend. I definitely don't think that this is overhyped at all, and I cannot wait to read the next book in the series. I feel like it kind of reminded me of the same feeling or the same vibes that I got whenever I read Tress of the Emerald Sea, because that was very much like not much was going on, but again, it had like the perfect amount of plot where it felt a little high stakes and like you're invested in what's gonna happen, but then it was just very cozy and like the storytelling was just so good. So if you guys have more books that feel like this, I would love recommendations. I think that some other cozy fantasies I really want to read is like the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I think that people say that those feel very, very cozy and like whimsical vibes. But yeah, I'm very interested to hear if you guys have other recommendations based off of those books that you think I would like, because I think I just need more cozy fantasy. Like, I need to remind myself, because I read so many like aggressive fantasies that I feel like sometimes it's a nice reminder that I can just sit down and read a cozy book. Like, it doesn't have to be a 10-book series with an insane like intertwined plot. Like, sometimes I can just sit down and read a cozy book where like it's not that big of a deal what happens. Like, we're just enjoying being in the world and not necessarily like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just feel like in some of the series that I read, like, it really matters what happens in the plot, and it's like very high stakes, I guess. I guess what I'm trying to say is I just want more low stakes books sometimes between like my super high stakes books, because it really is so enjoyable to just sit down with the book and enjoy being in it and not really have that much hanging on what happens. It's just we're along for the ride and enjoying being there. Anyway, final rating for this, 4 stars. I cannot wait to read the next one. I highly recommend, especially in like September, October, November. Perfect time to read this. It was so cozy. So that actually brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed spending a few days with me resetting for fall and reading through some of my fall TBR. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future content from me. Also, like I said, the Patreon book club is now live. That's always linked in my description box down below. I highly recommend you go check it out and join the Bookaholics Anonymous book club. But with all that being said, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in next one. Bye!